Former Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz is facing growing pushback to a possible independent presidential run in 2020. Among those urging Schultz not to run is Washington Governor Jay Inslee. Seattle is, of course, the home of Starbucks. Governor Inslee, who himself is considering a presidential run, spoke with our Jamie Yuccas. Here's what he said about Schultz and his own 2020 plans.
No one in America should give Donald Trump a helping hand to become reelected as President of the United States. The devastation that that man could cause is profound and well known. And I do know that anyone who would run as an independent and clearly split the Democratic vote and clearly help Donald Trump, would be a terrible decision. So I would encourage Mr. Schultz, if he really has a burning desire to run as a Democrat, come into the pool and compete as a Democrat. Do not help Donald Trump. That's really inexcusable. And I don't think the country would excuse it. We would not want Mr. Schultz's legacy to be helping the reelection of Donald Trump. That should not be allowed.
Were you surprised by his announcement?
First off, it's not an announcement. We're hoping that he listens to the millions of voices that are being raised in a vibrant chorus across the country not to help Donald Trump be the next president. And that is the only potential result from Mr. Schultz's candidacy as an independent. And I'm not alone in viewing this. Anyone who can count reaches this conclusion, because the only possible result of an independent candidacy from a lifelong Democrat is to not get 270 electoral votes, but simply drain off votes for a Democrat and throw the election into the House of Representatives. That's the only possible result where the Republican Party has a majority of state delegates. So I just cannot imagine anyone who would want to help Donald Trump, who understands mathematics and understand the only possible result is to help Donald Trump.
When will you be making a decision about 2020?
I am seriously considering a run. I think it's very important to have a president who will lead the nation in the fight against climate change, and I will make that decision in weeks rather than months, and we're going to make the right decision. So far, we've got a good response from people. We were in New Hampshire and Nevada the last couple of weeks, and people really want our nation to lead the world in the fight against climate change, and we need a president to do that. So I've been encouraged so far.
Are there other candidates that could announce they're running that would have an impact on your decision to run?
No, I don't steer off someone else's star. I steer off of the vision that I think we need for the United States. And I do believe we need the Democratic Party to nominate a candidate who will make climate change a primary effort on how we grow our economy. And I don't think it would be a bad thing to have someone who's been an executive who's led the best economy in the United States, and that's the state of Washington, because we've done things like pass the first net neutrality bill and have the best paid family leave and one of the best minimum wage. These kind of things have helped grow our economy. That might not be a bad thing to be in the White House.
Jamie Yuccas there with Governor Inslee.